A federal lawsuit filed last week claims Sullivan County officers used excessive force when they shot and killed a man last year. Good evening, I'm Sarah Diamond. Casey Marler has the night off. It happened outside of a Blountville Dollar General last April. Officers were reportedly responding to a welfare check and found Casey Crowley asleep in his truck. Crowley was later pronounced dead following the shooting. News Channel 11's Jeff Keeling spoke with lawyers of Crowley's widow, who says some questions still have not been answered.
When you realize your husband or wife or spouse was killed, you're going to be very, very sad and grief-stricken. But you also have unanswered questions. And this is a perfect forum to get these questions answered.
Atlanta lawyer Eric Hertz is on a team representing Karen Crowley in a federal lawsuit against Sullivan County and several sheriff's officers. Her husband, Casey, was killed in an April 2023 encounter with officers outside a Blountville store.
If you don't advocate for these individuals, they don't have a voice. So therefore, you can't really make sure that there are balances to what transpires.
A grand jury exonerated officers based on a Tennessee Bureau of Investigation report. Crowley's attorneys say that shouldn't mark the end.
Grand jury proceedings are different because the prosecutor and the officer controls the narrative, and there is nobody there on the other side. So I think what we're doing is just trying to make sure that both sides are told correctly.
Crowley's lawyers have bystander video they say raises important questions.
When you have this presence of a third-party video, a video kind of speaks for itself. It's very difficult to argue with what happens in the video.
There's a gun allegedly brandished by Crowley before he was shot 4 times, but they say without his prints on it.
You always want to see fingerprints on a gun, talking about those type of cases, and we look forward to the answers to those questions.
Hertz says Karen Crowley wants transparency and something else for a man that authorities say was justifiably shot and killed by police.
She wants people to know her husband as she saw him, as she has pictures of him. Those pictures also say 1,000 words.
In Johnson City, Jeff Keeling, News Channel 11.
We reached out to Sullivan County for a comment Monday. We have not heard back. The 3 officers involved remain on the force. Our request for TBI investigation materials is also pending. The lawsuit was filed April 19th, a year to the day after Casey Crowley's death.